up here and doing comedy in front of everybody is like getting up here and pulling my pants down in front of everybody. But hoping that nobody's going to laugh hysterically at it. Here we go. My name is, actually, my real name is Chris, and I do have Tourette's, which causes me to say offensive shit, and then laugh like a chick. Speaking of the Chinese, apparently China launched a rocket into outer space. And from there they successfully landed a rover on the surface of the moon. And I'm pretty sure one of the scientists had to launch one of the relatives up there first to guide the guy in and go, don't worry, back up, forward, back up. And when it did hit the surface of the moon, took off driving and ran over that American flag that had been there since 1969. Pretty sure it was a Range Rover too. Right, the Chinese have landed on the moon. There's going to be a corner store up there soon. And there's dim sum restaurant. Now the Europeans, they had launched a rocket 10 years ago that chased a comet 1 billion miles away and landed on that. They're doing all kinds of scientific experiments, and I think that the Americans now are going to one-up both of them and launch a rocket, and it's going to land a probe on Kim Kardashian's ass. They're going to get a temperature reading, put a thermometer up there, take a soil scraping off of there, see what she's been eating. See who's been down there. You guys been out Christmas shopping? Yeah. I went up to the mall the other day. I walked in there and they actually had a massage booth right out in the middle. I thought, man, I can't imagine laying out there in front of everyone and getting a hand job.
Did you try it? Yeah, you did.
I went to Sears. I went in there. They had a cafeteria in there, and they actually serve alcohol. And I went in there and I sat down. I got fucking hammered, and I put in all of my Sears cards. Buying everybody shooters. Thanks for that. Nice Christmas. Went to Lululemon after that. Tried on some of their shit. Thought I was looking pretty good too. I walked over and looked in the mirror and realized that it made me look pregnant and gay. Not to mention the camel toe I had.
Call that a moose knuckle.
Maybe a tear knuckle.
Alright.
You're one of these people that they all work at a Shoppers Drug Mart, and they were in the lotto, and the $50 million lotto, and they think the one guy's holding out on them. And they've got a lawsuit against the guy, and when they asked him about it, he said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Now get off my helicopter. Anyway, I'm an 80s kind of guy. I'm from the 1980s. Anybody out there from the 80s? It's back when pussies had hair on them. Me and my buddies had no idea what a pussy looked like back then. It was like a triangular amount of hair with a mysterious little squishy hole in the bottom. Sometimes a big hole. I tell you, the first time I went down on a girl, I pulled her panties off, and all I could think was, chia. down there anyway to figure out this mystery. I was down there for over half an hour. When I came back up, I still had no idea what it looked like. But I'll tell you, I liked it. It was kind of like a Rubik's Cube. I had no idea how to work it. I took it, I worked it and worked it and worked it and worked it. I got it right down to I had one color left to go in the corner, and then I fucking turned it one wrong direction and it blew the whole operation. Do your own Rubik's Cube. So she took it, and she went off on it too. It was like she had some kind of power tool down there, man. Like, holy shit, I haven't seen power strumming figure work like that since the Van Halen concert. Man, oh man. Funny now. You know, back then, things are different nowadays. You don't have to get a good-looking girlfriend. You can get yourself a fixer-upper. I got myself a fixer-upper. Put a new rear end on her. Put a new front end on her. Put a couple of new airbags on her. Waxed her muffler. And bored her out to a 350. Then I got carried away. She went and got her anus bleached. And they got one to spray on tan. She turned orange. After that, I felt like I was fucking a Oompa Loompa with a fucking asshole, like a beluga's blowhole. Well, anyway. I did hit a milestone this year. I turned 50 years old. Finally. And I've always said I'd never dye my hair. But recently it's migrated down to my chest. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to my ball hair, I'm going to break out the Grecian Formula 16 because I don't think my little buddy here is going to look so much better with just a touch of gray. No, I may have aged in the face over the last few years, but he hasn't changed a bit since he was 15 years old. It is quite remarkable, considering the nightly beatings he's been taking for the last 25 years. But since I am 50 now, I've been trying to get healthy. The wife's been trying to get me unhealthy shit.
Not working.
Thank you. And she's got me on this flaxseed. You guys heard about this flaxseed? It's supposed to be good for your colon, for your hemorrhoids and shit like that. Well, I tell you what, I'm having a hell of a time trying to shove them tiny little seeds up my ass. I do try to keep trendy. I'm on Facebook. I went on Facebook the other day and I saw this good-looking girl in there, and I said, "Hey, why don't you come over to MySpace and I'll give you a little bit of a FaceTime on your Twitter." Oh yeah. I gotta read what this one says here. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, your eyes go at that age, too.
All right. You guys ever know, one thing that's never changed since the 80s, though, is people love having sex. Right? Doesn't matter what you are, what race, what religion, it doesn't matter. And I always wondered, you know, when you come, you always make that kind of retarded face. I'm thinking that, do you think when retarded people come, they make like a normal face? Another thing that's funny nowadays too is they all these dating sites.
Hey, Paul, what are you doing?
Making a normal face.
They have these dating sites